Hiya! My name is Silver Willowwing and welcome back to School of Dragons. So with the demise of the game coming up the 30th of this month, the developers have released all content that was finished and was intended for release later on. One of these things is a Light Fury egg, which is something fans have requested for many years, pretty much ever since the Light Fury got out. So you can finally get to experience having your own Light Fury that is somewhat customizable for a few days. It is just a nightlight. You can't really get behind, like you can't get away from that. This is a nightlight. It even has the nightlight spikes, so there's nothing altered on this one. There's nothing altered on it. I don't really mind. The baby is just a baby. You're not gonna keep it for a long time. Most players aren't, at least. So it is what it is. The egg does look pretty cool though. I think it's very elegant and very Light Fury-like. Pretty accurate to what a Light Fury egg could look like. Now the real exciting part starts when you age your Light Fury up from baby to adult. So you can customize this dragon to an extent. You can change the skin, which kind of changes the tone a bit on the dragon. It's not much, it's just a very faint tone, a hue really, that you can change. You can't make it black, it just becomes slightly darker than when you put it to white. So I put mine in like the red area and then it gets somewhat of pinkish tint. And then we have the pattern, which change the kind of spots that the Light Fury has. You can tell it right there, the red is really strong, the yellow not so much, and you can see it. So it's a bit of customization there. Which it's decent. I put it kind of red as well. I want to have like a pinkish tone. Now the real exciting one is the details, because that changed the eye color of the Light Fury, and that is something that people have wanted for such a long time. There's so many. I've seen many people make their own Light Furies, their OCs and whatnot, and they have different eye colors. So that I think a lot of people are going to be pleased about this for sure. So for some reason the Light Fury looks terrible no matter which map you go to, because of the lighting and how the shadows fall. You can see here it gets a shadow on its face there, a random shadow, and here by the mouth area it's not flattering. But again, this thing was kind of just pushed out. It might have been more polished if we had gotten the original release. But we won't, because the game is closing on the 30th of June 2023. Now, this little guy is a Light Fury. It's a Light Fury, but it is also a Nightlight and a Toothless Light Fury. Because it's the Toothless / Nightlight model, which just kind of smoothened out a little bit, and the tail is changed, and the wings are a bit smoother, and it got like a skin thing on its back. A flap instead of the spikes. I don't know what you call it, a sail or dorsal fin or something like that. The idle animations are changed a little bit. I do not recognize this sort of faint breathing and bouncing around a bit. I do think they changed it a bit. And the sitting down could be one of the Nightlights. It seems somewhat familiar, but a bit different, so they could have tweaked that a bit, but overall it's a Nightlight again. I think it's okay to do that. The dragons are very similar, the Fury dragons are very similar to each other. There's one thing that is unforgivable. One thing that makes this dragon a weird Fury freak thing and not a Light Fury, and that's this right here and this right here. The Light Fury does not have those flaps. It took me a while to realize it too, and then I just looked at it and I was like, huh. And I saw this one first and I was like, huh, what the hell? Then I saw that and I was like, oh my god, that one as well. So that is a shame, but with the game being what it is and it's gonna close so soon, I'm not gonna be mad or anything about it. It is what it is. But this is not a Light Fury. It's definitely not. It's a Nightlight. It's a white Nightlight. That's what I would call it. Or a hybrid of that. It's definitely not a purebred Light Fury. That's for sure. Someone mixed their genes in there without consent. That's for certain. Not happy with that. I would be mad about it if the game was gonna survive, but you know, this is the apocalypse, so what sense would it be to be mad about it? But yeah, not a Light Fury. No. The flying is very similar to the Nightlight and Toothless as well. The tail is lovely though. It moves really satisfying in the air. Just look at that. It's So smooth and so floppy, like a fishtail. It looks really cool. I like it. So a little light fury freak dude, not really purebred, but yeah, it's similar to everything we've seen. And the shadows on this thing is unbelievable. And the diving is also unique because he folds his wings right underneath his body, while the Nightlight and Toothless folds them a bit more out, just like to the side, but this one pulls them right under. And that's cool that they gave it a unique diving animation. That's cool. It also has a bit more bluish tint on the stomach and chest, similar to what the Light Fury in the movie has. So they did try to make it look like a Light Fury, even though it is not. It cannot be. So they did put effort into it, and I can see that. And I think it's a really decent addition. It would have been cool for people to have this. So yeah, very similar. The skin is very loose on the wings, very floppy, very thin in the wind. I like it. It's very satisfying to look at. It's super floppy flippy. Yeah, very cool. I like that. Let's try to hit something with the fire. It does look cool with the wings, I must say. So it's a shot similar to the Light Fury. Well, you know, it's supposedly a Light Fury, even though we know now it is not. It is purple, very clean, simple, but very nice. So this is my Light Fury. We have a max speed of 10, a pitch rate of 5, and a turn rate of 8.1, acceleration 4.2, firepower 6.7. Overall, really good speed and really good turn rate. This is kind of crappy, but it should still be a decent flyer in Thunder Run. Firepower is kind of average, a bit above, but overall, pretty good stats, I would say. What'd you say? How do I grow my Nightlight? And then flies off into space. Yeah, that's what they said. Okay. I'm sorry. Alright, so as you can see, the glow is similar to the Light Fury, but it's pretty decent. It's kind of a mix. The colors is very Light Fury, but it's more of the patterns that the Nightlights have. And it is pretty. I like that it's just simple, you know, it's just blue. And it just works. Some of the hidden world glows are very impressive with the many colors, but sometimes simple is also just really nice. And I think this is one of those cases. Oh, look at him. Oh, it's just all blue. Oh, here we go. Oh god, crash. Oh my god, so many fireworks! Yeah, I think it's a really nice hidden world glow. It's a bit unpolished, but everything is with this dragon and it's understandable. I think that's all I'm gonna cover on the Light Fury really. It's a very similar thing to what we've seen before with the Nightlights and everything, but there is some customization, and I do hope that some of you will enjoy your Light Fury in the few days that we have left of School of Dragons at this point. So thank you so much for joining me once again for one of the last times in this game. It's gonna be weird when it finally closes, but I think it's gonna be a good thing, for me at least. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have a few more out. There's also another dragon that they released I'm gonna cover, so I'll see you then, hopefully. In any case, thank you so much for spending time with me right now. Take care, until we meet again, so long.